This diagram reveals the secret to wealth, especially for us, as a normal citizen. Take a screenshot if you need to. Now, most people think living paycheck to paycheck is a money problem. It's not. It's a visibility problem. You were shown how to work, you were shown how to earn, you were shown how to save, you were shown how to budget, but you were never shown the whole system. So you keep doing what you were taught and wondering why nothing fundamentally changes. This video is not about working harder. It's not about budgeting tips, investment tools, or any typical advice that's literally everywhere. It's about understanding the structure you're operating inside and why most people never leave level 1. Level 1. When income is your only strategy. This is where almost everyone starts and where most people stay. Level 1 thinking is simple. If I earn more, everything will get better. So you focus on working harder, picking up side gigs, freelancing, overtime, and upskilling. You trade time for income, energy for money, hours for security. And at first, it works. Your income increases. Your life improves a little. But then something happens. Expenses rise with income. Lifestyle expands. Commitments lock in. Rent becomes mortgage. Basic car becomes reliable car. Needs quietly turn into expectations. Now your higher income doesn't free you. It anchors you. And here's the part nobody admits. You're no longer competing against people. You're competing against time and inflation. You can't work 24/7. You can't outwork aging. You can't compound effort forever. Savings help, but savings don't grow faster than the system drains them. And when people sense this, they reach for the promised solution. Retirement will take care of it. So they wait, decades, hoping that a future version of themselves will finally be free. That's level 1, not irresponsible, just incomplete. Level 2, when investing feels like the answer, but it isn't enough. Eventually, some people move to level 2. They learn to save better, they start investing. Stocks, index funds, crypto, maybe dividends. They understand money should work for me, and that's progress. But here's the limitation of level 2. Most people only use their own money. They invest leftovers, they wait for compounding, they plan for decades. And the strategy quietly becomes endure now, enjoy later. This is the middle class formula. It's not wrong, but it's slow. And it assumes two things: that inflation stays gentle and that time stays generous. But inflation doesn't affect averages, it affects life. Housing, food, healthcare, insurance, education, these don't rise evenly. They rise where you live. So while your portfolio grows, your cost of living grows alongside it. You're investing, but still dependent on salary, still trading time, still waiting. And here's the crucial realization: if your investments can't replace your income, you're still inside the same cage, just more educated. This is where most people stop. They think they've seen the full picture. They haven't. Level 3. How money actually starts multiplying. Level 3 is where most people get confused because it doesn't look like hard work and it doesn't look like saving. It looks boring, systematic, almost invisible. Level 3 begins with a mindset shift. Your income is no longer just something you spend, it becomes proof. Proof that you're predictable, proof that you're reliable, proof that you can be trusted with scale. That's what banks care about. Not passion, not intelligence, not potential. Behavior. Here's what level 3 looks like in the real world. Let's say two people earn the same salary, same job, same pay, same starting point. Person A treats salary as money to consume: bills, lifestyle, occasional savings, maybe some investing on the side. Person B treats salary as a financial credential: same income, different interpretation. Step 1. Salary as a financial passport. Your salary proves one thing: cash flow consistency. That's all the financial system needs to start engaging with you. With consistent income, you qualify for credit cards, personal loans, mortgages, business credit, and other financing. This isn't about debt yet, it's about access. Credit cards aren't spending tools, they're trust building instruments. You spend, you pay in full, you don't max limits, you don't miss payments. From the bank's perspective, this tells a story. This person handles obligations calmly. Limits increase, rates improve, offers expand, not because you asked, but because the system is watching. Step 2. Credit as a tool, not a crutch. Most people fail here. They get access to credit and immediately convert it into lifestyle. Vacations, gadgets, cars, status purchases. That's level 1 behavior using level 3 tools. But level 3 uses credit differently. Credit is deployed into assets, not relief. Property, cash flowing businesses, dividend producing investments, income generating systems. The goal is simple: borrow at a lower rate to acquire something that pays you back. Now money is doing something new. It's circulating, not sitting. Step 3. Cash flow changes everything. This is the inflection point. Once an asset produces income, even modest income, the rules shift. Why? Because now you have salary cash flow plus asset cash flow. That second stream matters more than its size. Why? Because banks don't just look at wealth, they look at repayment capacity. Rental income counts, business income counts, declared dividends count. So now, when you apply for financing, you're no longer just an employee, you're an operator. And operators get access, others don't. Step 4. The loop most people never see. Here's the loop the wealthy understand: salary to credit, credit to asset, asset to cash flow to credibility, credibility to more access. Each successful cycle lowers perceived risk, increases trust, and expands borrowing capacity. You didn't get richer overnight, you became more bankable. That's why two people with the same salary end up with wildly different lives. One consumes income, the other uses income to unlock systems. And that's the secret why the rich get richer and the middle class and poor get poorer. There are a small percentage of people that understand the rules of the financial game, but most of us don't, and they hope to keep it that way. Now, you might have a question: why this is never taught clearly? Because level 3 isn't a product, it's not a course, it's not motivational. It requires patience, discipline, delayed gratification, and emotional regulation. It doesn't reward excitement, it rewards restraint. Which brings us to the uncomfortable truth. Level 3 doesn't fail people. People fail level 3. Not because they're stupid, but because leverage doesn't forgive immaturity. And that's where the story turns. Because leverage is a double edged sword. And Chapter 4 explains why. Chapter 4: The Double Edged Sword. Why level 3 destroys most people. Here's the part nobody likes to talk about. Level 3 is powerful, but it's also unforgiving. Leverage amplifies who you already are. If you have discipline, leverage accelerates progress. If you lack discipline, leverage accelerates collapse. That's why the same tools that make some people free bury others under years of debt. Most people, the moment they touch leverage, they don't ask, will this produce cash flow? They ask, what can I finally afford? So they spend borrowed money on luxury, status, comfort, and immediate relief. They treat credit as free money. They pay minimum payments. They accept 18 to 25% interest without blinking. And then they wonder why they're stuck. Their paycheck will never outrun bad debt. Because bad debt grows faster than effort ever can. This isn't a money problem. It's not an income problem. It's a character problem. And this is where money mirror actually begins. Because leverage doesn't create behavior, it reveals it. Chapter 5: Why knowing level 3 is not enough. This is where most people lie to themselves. They think, once I understand this, I'll do it. But understanding is cheap, execution is expensive. Most people don't fail at level 3 because they don't know how. They fail because of who they become under pressure. Level 3 removes excuses. When things go wrong, there's no system to blame, no boss to hide behind, no paycheck to numb the anxiety. You're exposed. And most people aren't prepared for that exposure. Chapter 6: The psychological cost nobody prepares you for. Let's talk about what level 3 actually demands. 1. Responsibility without guarantees. Leverage means decisions have consequences, real ones. If it fails, you don't get sympathy, you get accountability. That level of responsibility terrifies people because it removes the safety net of "I tried my best." 2. Emotional maturity under pressure. Can you delay gratification when money is available? Can you say no when everyone else says enjoy life? Most people can't. They don't lack intelligence, they lack emotional control. 3. Patience without reassurance. Assets don't pay instantly. Cash flow takes time. Returns fluctuate. There are months when nothing happens, and months where everything feels wrong. Most people panic before the system has time to work. 4. Identity collapse. Responsible employee not equal to responsible investor. One avoids risk, the other manages it. One waits for permission, the other takes responsibility. Most people never make this identity transition. They bring employee psychology into an ownership game and lose. 5. Comfort with being uncomfortable. Level 3 is not glamorous. It's messy, confusing, humbling. You make mistakes, you look stupid, you learn slowly. Ego collapses before wealth compounds. And most people quit at ego collapse. Chapter 7. Why Level 3 is not for everyone, and that's okay. This is an uncomfortable truth. Not everyone should pursue Level 3, not because they're incapable, but because they don't want the trade offs. Level 3 trades certainty to responsibility, comfort to pressure, simplicity to complexity, approval to independence. Most people prefer predictable income, clear structure, social validation, and emotional safety. And there's nothing wrong with that. The problem starts when people want level 3 outcomes without level 3 identity. That's when leverage turns from tool to trap. Chapter 8. The real separator isn't money, it's self awareness. Here's the real divider. Two people can learn the same system, read the same books, watch the same videos. One builds quietly, the other self destructs. The difference is not intelligence, not opportunity, not even discipline alone. It's self awareness. Do you know your impulses? Do you understand your fear? Can you sit with uncertainty without sabotaging yourself? Can you delay reward without resentment? Can you take responsibility without needing validation? Money doesn't answer these questions. The mirror does. Leverage doesn't make you rich, it reveals you. That's why some people stay stuck even when they earn more, even when they invest, even when opportunities appear. They never change internally. Final truth. You were never broke. You were never shown the full picture. You were taught how to earn, not how to position. You were taught how to save, not how to leverage. You were taught how to be safe, not how to be sovereign. Living paycheck to paycheck is not a failure. It's the default outcome of incomplete education. The moment you see the whole system, the mirror turns inward. And the question becomes, are you ready to operate it, or will you keep playing the role you were trained for? The mirror never lies. The question is, now that you see the system, will you stay at level 1 or become the person level 3 requires?